All right, good morning, everybody. Well, it's almost afternoon. I guess it is afternoon right now. We are moving the sheep today. We've been in this paddock here for the better part of 2 weeks just because of the snow. And so it's getting pretty beat down. We've been hay bombing, which you can see the hay where it's at versus where it's not. And typically we move the sheep about every 5 days, give or take. And so they've been here for a little too long. And so Sarah just popped them over. She moved the fence, her and Crosby set up a little temporary fence. And we're gonna set up where we are gonna move them to. So we put up a little temporary fence, and B and the sheep just move over. And Sarah and Crosby are getting ready to move the rest of the fence. And so we're gonna just shift them over to this side. And so nothing fancy, but rotational grazing. If you do intensive management, it creates more fertile soil. Now the sheep do eat down everything, and we have to plant more to get the pasture back up to snuff because it was a bunch of horses on this for a long time. And so anyways, we're gonna get them moved here. You guys can participate in that. Do you want to move that pole in?
Yeah.
We'll make this a little straighter.
We've learned that we usually don't eyeball this right, so I stopped putting in this side. He's headed over there because we'll probably have to jump in a couple poles. So let's go. You can turn it off.
I immediately got tangled up on me as I set that one down. It like snagged. Got a love fence. Look at that.
Oh man.
Here. I want to help.
Come in a little bit. Yeah. There's just a big hole right there. I don't want to put inside the
Okay.
fence.
Sure enough, too short. Here, bud.
I got it.
It's very hard. Can you get it? You want me to try?
I think I got it. You want me to put them in?
Sure. Man, these fiberglass poles are going on their 4th year, and they give you splinters in your fingies.
Right, eat up your hands.
That's why somebody remembered gloves and somebody didn't.
My lack of chivalrousness. Chival? What's that word?
Chivalry?
Chivalryness. Not
Well,
giving you the gloves.
well, your gloves are too big for me anyway.
Did you tie that in together by chance? Because I did not. And so, want me to tie that up?
Okay, well, here you go. I'll go tie that up.
Did you stop recording?
Those
Nope.
plastic things.
You got it in your fingers, huh? Yep, we should have remembered gloves. Gloves. So we kind of box them in. That's kind of the idea here. And then we will open them up in just a second. So they're all set up fence-wise. The key is to make sure it's tight. You know, you can see down this row, you know, you can droop it if you don't get it tight enough. So you have to pull everything tight, and see how it tightens up the whole strand. And then I'm going to put that one in the ground, and hopefully I do a good job and it stays tight. And so sometimes you'll lose a spike, like this one normally has 2, but it's lost it, and so you have to kind of kick it back at an angle to get it to stay tight. Anyhow, we've had these fence posts for a long time, and these fiberglass posts are starting to get weathered in the sun, and my jacket's tight. It's getting hot. They get weathered in the sun, and so like this is a new fence right here, and the sheep are ready to be out of it. So we've put this up, and it's a different style of fence. We use Premier One and Starkline fencing. The Starkline, the poles are slightly lighter. The quality of wire is a little less than Premier One, but Premier One's poles don't hold up as well, or they kind of bend a little bit more. It depends on which fence you get. This right here is the sheep fence, and it has like little plastic stays in it right here, where this is just the multi-purpose and it doesn't have the plastic stay right there. Anyways, that's that. We're trying to be better about this video. So we do the sheep shaw, Justin Rhodes, a little shelter for the sheep. This is it right here. This one turns into a giant wing when the wind blows though. It's a couple of roof panels, 3 roof panels that are like 12 foot by 3 foot. So it gives them like a nice area to get into some shade and to get out of like rain when it's raining real hard. But we have to stake it down. If we don't, the whole thing will flip over, and it's real hard to flip back the other way. and it could be dangerous for the sheep.
So you put down those corners.
Are you recording? Hi, I'm David. We stick it down with concrete form stakes. You can get these at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. They already have pre-drilled holes in them, so we can run a screw through it. And it's a pretty thick little metal thing. We've mushroomed them quite a bit from hammering them over the years now.
We use these to stake down our chicken tractors in the spring and in the fall as well.
Yeah, the wind in southwest Missouri is kind of brutal. You may as well just be in Oklahoma. So typically we just run these down in the ground. And get it to a spot where it can hold with just one screw. It's nothing fancy, but it stops it from flipping over in the wind. All you need is just a little resistance. You're not trying to like build something here. You're just trying to keep it from getting picked up by the wind. And so we always do opposing corners so that no matter what direction the wind blows from, it'll not flip it over. You know, if you got opposing corners done with this. Seems to work out best for us. We do the same with the chicken coop. We just do opposing corners. And so just one screw, that's all it takes. Doesn't take a lot. And then that just holds it down. And then the wind and me not picking it up, it's gonna stay there. It's already pretty heavy, but it's like a giant foil, airfoil. So like the wind blows across it, and man, that sucker just goes.
And then we also put our minerals in there so that they can stay dry. For their feed troughs, we cut a PVC pipe in half, and we learned we really want them to be able to spread out so they don't break each other's horns when they're playing. And sheep are also like goats. If food touches the ground, they don't really have any instinct at all. You want to get Dad? Just gonna pick up our battery, move it to its new spot. All right, you wanna hop in?
Yeah.
All right, now we've got to get our battery hooked back up and our feed trays in place. The ground's so soft right now that I can just plain stomp them in. Sometimes they're really hard to get in, but not today.
Wait. So this is how you there.
The red one always goes on the fence.
Either happens to be this too long.
So this one, close. This one and this one is gonna go right here. And then this one that's connected to the battery is gonna go to the first one. And now everybody's out checking out the whole space. Everybody loves moving day. Good girl, Bee.
So kinda. Not like in a good way.
Feed line.
Okay, so much poop over here, and this is where the battery is. Like, this is like not a good spot. This was the dog's bathroom.
We can move it over to that corner. This is what you got to think about when you move. Where did the dog go to the bathroom last?
Problem is now we got all the feed dishes here though.
Well, do we want to step in dog poop for the next 5 days or move the feed dishes now? That's the question.
I mean, we can leave the food there, but let's move the water over there if we're going to move the battery.
I will.
The feed's not as big of a deal.
Things to pay attention to.
Well,